Listen carefully, chosen one, because this message isn't reaching you by accident. It's reaching you because God wants you to hear this truth, right now, in this very moment. Your struggle, your pain, your sleepless nights, your silent tears, they all have a divine purpose. You've been wondering why life has been so hard lately. You've been asking God, why me? But He wants you to know, it's not to break you, it's to build you. Every storm that came against you wasn't meant to destroy you. It was sent to shape you into the person you were created to become. When you were rejected, God was redirecting you. When they left you, God was protecting you. When doors closed, He was preparing better ones that only you could walk through. Oh yes, chosen one, your struggle has a purpose far beyond what you can see right now. You may feel like everything is falling apart, but heaven is whispering. It's actually falling into place. God has been silent, not because He forgot you, but because He's been working behind the scenes. You see, when a teacher is silent during the test, it doesn't mean the teacher left the room. It means the test is happening. And right now, you're in your testing season. But soon, this test will become your testimony. I know it's been hard. I know the nights have been long. I know the weight you've been carrying feels unbearable at times. But God says, hold on, my child. Don't give up yet. What you're facing today will soon become the reason you'll praise me tomorrow. You see, your pain isn't wasted. Every tear you've cried has been counted. Every time your heart broke, God took notice. Every time you stayed kind when you could have turned bitter, heaven saw your heart. Every time you kept believing when it made no sense to believe anymore, God smiled at your faith. Chosen one, God doesn't choose the strongest. He makes the chosen strong through their struggle. You've been walking through fire, but that fire is refining you, not destroying you. You've been walking through storms, but those storms are preparing you to stand where others fall. God is raising you in silence, molding you in hidden places, and training your spirit for something far greater than you've ever imagined. Yes, the reason you feel different from everyone else is because you are. The reason people don't understand you is because your calling isn't ordinary. You're not supposed to fit in, you're meant to stand out. That's why you've been misunderstood. That's why you've been left alone. That's why you've been through pain others can't see. Because God has placed something inside of you that's not meant for everyone to understand. And hear this, God doesn't waste pain. He uses it. He turns your suffering into strength, your weakness into wisdom, and your scars into signs of survival. You are walking proof that even broken things can still shine under the light of grace. Right now, heaven is whispering to your soul. Don't stop. Don't give up. The breakthrough you've been praying for is closer than you think. You've been faithful in the dark, and now God is preparing to bless you in the light. You've cried in secret, but soon you will smile in public. There's a divine shift happening in your life. You may not see it yet, but something is moving, something is aligning. God is turning your waiting into winning, your breakdown into breakthrough, and your pain into power. He's rearranging situations, softening hearts, and clearing paths, all for you. So don't lose hope now. Don't walk away now. You've come too far to quit. You didn't survive everything you've been through just to stop here. God didn't bring you this far to leave you empty-handed. He's not finished with you yet. He's just getting started. Sometimes, God allows the storm to rage, not to drown you, but to teach you that you can walk on water. Sometimes, He removes people you love, not to hurt you, but to make space for the ones who will lift you higher. Sometimes, He closes a door so you'll finally notice the new one He's opening right behind you. And yes, you may not understand everything right now, but one day, you'll look back and say, now I see it. Now I understand why I had to go through that. Now I know why it all happened that way. Chosen one, this is your preparation season. This is your spiritual training ground. The pain you feel right now, it's shaping you into the warrior of faith God destined you to be. Every disappointment, every betrayal, every unanswered prayer, it's not punishment, it's positioning. You're being positioned for something bigger, something greater. something that eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard. You may feel buried, but you're not buried, you're planted. And soon, you will rise and bloom in ways you never thought possible. So lift your head. Wipe your tears. Straighten your crown. God hasn't forgotten you. He hasn't abandoned you. You're still His chosen one, and this storm you're in is not the end of your story. It's just the beginning of your greatest comeback. Heaven is declaring over your life, this battle will not break you. This delay will not destroy you. This pain will not define you. Because your struggle, my friend, has a divine purpose. And that purpose is preparing you for a glory that's coming your way soon. Hold on tight. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep walking by faith even when you can't see the way. Because God is working in ways you can't imagine. You're not forgotten. You're not forsaken. You are chosen. Chosen to rise from the ashes. Chosen to shine after the storm. Chosen to show the world what faith truly looks like when everything falls apart yet you still stand. Chosen one, your story isn't over. It's just being rewritten by the hands of a loving God who never makes mistakes. Listen, chosen one. God is saying to you right now, don't you dare think that your pain is meaningless. Every season of struggle you're walking through is building something sacred within you. You may not understand it now, but one day you'll look back and realize that pain was your greatest teacher. You've been asking, God, why is this happening to me? Why am I the one fighting these battles? And He's whispering gently, because you're the one I can trust with this battle. Oh yes, God doesn't give the hardest fights to the weakest souls. He gives them to His strongest warriors. You've been chosen for a higher purpose. When everything around you feels like it's falling apart, remember, God is not punishing you, He's preparing you. He's preparing your character, your patience, your strength, and your spirit for the blessing that's coming. Because the truth is, if He gave you the blessing too soon, you wouldn't be ready to hold it. You see, the struggle you're in right now, it's not to destroy you, it's to develop you. You're being stretched, shaped, and refined. Just like gold is refined by fire, your soul is being refined by challenges. The very thing that feels like it's breaking you is actually building you into something unshakable. God is saying, you asked me for strength, and I gave you challenges to make you strong. You asked me for wisdom, and I gave you experiences to teach you. You asked me for growth, and I gave you pain to stretch you. Oh, chosen one, sometimes His blessings come wrapped in hardship. It's easy to praise Him when everything's going right. But true faith is born when you keep trusting Him even when nothing makes sense. That's the kind of faith that moves mountains. That's the kind of faith that heaven celebrates. You've been walking through seasons of loneliness, not because you're forgotten, but because God needed your attention. He had to pull you away from distractions so He could talk to your heart directly. In the silence, He's been speaking to your spirit. In the waiting, He's been building your faith. Sometimes, isolation is divine preparation. You're not being rejected, you're being redirected. You're not being ignored, you're being hidden for protection. When God hides you, it's because He's preparing to reveal you at the right time. And when that time comes, when that time comes, every pain will make sense. Every sleepless night will turn into songs of victory. Every no you heard will become the reason for a greater yes. God is saying, my child, what I'm preparing you for requires endurance. It requires faith that doesn't quit when life gets hard. It requires trust that doesn't fade when you can't see the way forward. So don't get discouraged. The delays you're facing are not denials, they're divine detours. God's timing is perfect. He's not late, He's just aligning everything perfectly for your breakthrough. You may think He's quiet, but He's quietly working miracles behind the curtain of your pain. You've been planted in the soil of struggle, but soon you will bloom in the season of reward. The same people who doubted you will witness your elevation. The same people who left you will see God's hand lift you higher than they ever imagined. But here's the truth, before God blesses you publicly, He breaks you privately. Because He wants your roots deep before you rise high. He wants your heart pure before your hands hold blessings. And sometimes, the breaking is the making. Oh, chosen soul, remember this. God is not ignoring your cries. He's collecting every tear you shed. Every tear you've cried has been stored in the hands of the Almighty. One day, those tears will water the seeds of your breakthrough. You've been saying, I can't do this anymore. But God says, yes, you can. Because I'm with you. He's been your strength in your weakness. He's been your peace in your storm. He's been your light in your darkest nights. You didn't survive by accident. You survived because grace carried you. Do you remember those moments when you thought you'd never make it? When the pain was too much to bear? Yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still believing. That's not weakness. That's God's strength flowing through you. And guess what? The fact that you're still here is proof that the enemy didn't win. You are proof that pain can't stop purpose. You are living evidence that God's power is greater than any storm you've faced. So don't lose your fire now. Don't stop praying now. Don't stop believing now. You're closer to your breakthrough than you've ever been. God is saying, keep walking, keep trusting, keep holding on. Because soon, very soon, what you've been waiting for will appear suddenly. Suddenly the doors will open. Suddenly the blessings will overflow. Suddenly the pain will make sense. Suddenly you'll realize, this is why I had to go through all that. Your struggle is not wasted. It's the foundation of your testimony. And your testimony will inspire others who feel like giving up. They'll look at your story and see that faith truly moves mountains. They'll see that no matter how dark it gets, light always wins. God is using you, chosen one. Your pain has a purpose, not just for your growth, but for someone else's healing. Someone out there needs your story. Someone out there needs your courage. Someone out there will find hope in your survival. You are the living message of God's faithfulness. Every scar you carry is proof that grace is real. Every battle you fought is proof that heaven stands beside you. So when you feel tired, when you feel alone, when you feel forgotten, remember, heaven is watching. Angels are surrounding you. God's hand is still upon you. You're not losing, you're learning. You're not failing, you're forming. You're not breaking, you're becoming. This season is temporary, but the strength it's building in you will last forever. The pain will fade, but the purpose will remain. The tears will dry, but the transformation will shine for eternity. So take heart, chosen one. You are not behind. You are right on time in God's plan. Every closed door, every delay, every heartbreak, it's all part of your divine story. God says, I'm not done with you yet. I'm not finished writing your story. Keep turning the pages, because the next chapter will be filled with joy, peace, and blessings beyond measure. Chosen one, listen to this truth. The very pain that once made you question God will soon become the proof of His power in your life. The same struggle that brought you to your knees will one day lift you to your destiny. God is not just watching your pain, He's working through it. He's using what hurt you to heal you. He's using what broke you to build you. Oh yes, every hardship has hidden wisdom in it. Every delay hides divine direction. You may think you're stuck, but heaven says, you're being positioned. God is setting the stage for a divine comeback that will leave you speechless. There's a moment coming when you'll look back at your tears and smile, saying, if I hadn't gone through that storm, I'd never have found my strength. You'll realize that your struggle was never punishment. It was preparation. God says, I had to take you the long way because the short road wouldn't have built your faith. You wanted quick answers, but I wanted eternal growth. You wanted speed, but I wanted strength. You wanted comfort, but I wanted character. You see, chosen one, the blessing you're asking for is big, but your preparation has to be bigger. Because God doesn't just want to bless you, He wants to sustain you in the blessing. And to sustain greatness, your roots must go deep. So if it feels like life has buried you, know this, you're not buried, you're planted. Seeds are buried too, but they don't die there, they grow. They rise. They bloom. And just like that seed, you're about to emerge from your dark season stronger, brighter, and more fruitful than ever before. God says, I didn't forget you in the dark. I was developing you there. Because it's in darkness that seeds sprout. It's in silence that purpose forms. And it's in pain that destiny awakens. So don't curse your struggle, thank it. Because it's pushing you into the person you were created to be. You're not who you were last year. You're wiser now. You're stronger now. You're more aware of your divine identity now. That's not by accident. That's transformation through trial. When you thought it was over, God said, it's only beginning. When you thought the storm was your end, heaven whispered, this storm will reveal your strength. When people turned their backs, God said, now watch me turn this rejection into redirection. Chosen one, I know it hurts when doors close. I know it's painful when prayers seem unanswered. But sometimes, unanswered prayers are God's greatest protection. He knows what you don't know. He sees what you can't see. That no today might just save you from disaster tomorrow. And hear this clearly, your current struggle is not a sign that you're cursed, it's a sign that you're close. The closer you get to breakthrough, the more intense the battle becomes. The enemy always attacks hardest right before the miracle appears. But hold on, because what the enemy meant for evil, God is turning for good. That's His promise. He doesn't just remove pain, He redeems it. He turns wounds into wisdom, and broken pieces into beautiful mosaics of victory. You might not realize it, but your strength is inspiring heaven. Every time you choose to trust instead of fear, you're making hell nervous. Every time you choose peace instead of panic, you're showing the power of your faith. Every time you rise after being knocked down, you're proving that God lives within you. Yes, you are walking proof that God's grace is unstoppable. You are a living testimony that faith works. You are a miracle in motion. And right now, God is saying, I'm about to make it all make sense. The things that confuse you will soon be clear. The places that hurt you will soon become holy ground. The people who doubted you will soon watch your divine elevation. Because this is the part of your story where heaven steps in. This is the season where things begin to shift. Suddenly, the weight you've been carrying will feel lighter. Suddenly, you'll wake up with peace you can't explain. Suddenly, the things that didn't work before will begin to work in your favor. God's favor is chasing you, chosen one. You might not see it, but it's coming. The doors that were closed are about to open. The blessings that were delayed are about to be released. The prayers you prayed through tears are about to be answered in joy. And when that happens, you'll realize, it wasn't the struggle that broke you, it was the struggle that built you. It made you humble. It made you dependent on God. It made you wise beyond your years. It made you ready to handle the weight of your destiny. Oh, how heaven celebrates those who keep believing when nothing seems possible. That's you, chosen one. You didn't give up. You didn't lose faith. You didn't walk away even when your heart was shattered. That's why God is about to bless you in ways that will make people say, how did that happen? And your answer will be simple. It was God. Only God. So don't worry about who left you. Don't stress over who doubted you. Don't waste energy trying to make others understand your path. Because they weren't meant to walk it, only you were. Your journey is sacred. Your struggle is sacred. And your breakthrough will be sacred too. Soon, God will turn your secret battles into public blessings. The same place where you cried will become the place where you celebrate. The same people who look down on you will witness your rise. And you won't even need to explain, because your success will speak for itself. So keep holding on, chosen soul. You're almost there. The night may be dark, but dawn is near. The pain may be heavy, but the promise is greater. The waiting may be long, but the reward will be worth every tear. God says, I am not a man that I should lie. If I promise you victory, you will have victory. If I said I will bless you, you will be blessed. If I said I will heal you, you will be healed. Your faith is unlocking miracles you can't even see yet. You're about to step into the season you prayed for. The waiting wasn't in vain. it was training you for the weight of your blessing. So stand tall. Lift your head. Keep your heart steady. Because what's coming next will make you forget the pain of what you went through. Your story will not end in sorrow. It will end in glory. Chosen one, you've been through the fire, through the tears, through nights that felt endless. But listen, the storm is shifting. The darkness is lifting. God is saying, "You've cried enough, my child. Now it's time to rise." You've been walking through a valley, but you're not meant to stay there. The valley was never your home. It was your classroom. And what you learned there will now lift you to the mountain. Oh yes. The pain you endured has unlocked a new level of wisdom, strength, and faith that only those who walk through fire can carry. Every trial you faced has birthed something powerful within you, something unbreakable. You've developed resilience that the world can't shake. You've built a faith that fear can't destroy. You've discovered a peace that no storm can steal. God says, "You are not the same person you were before the pain." And that's the point. You were never meant to stay who you were. You were meant to evolve, to transform, to become the vessel of divine power you are today. When you look back, you'll realize the pain that once felt like it would end you actually rebirthed you. It stripped away everything false, everything temporary, everything shallow, and left behind only what was real, what was eternal, what was divine. That's why you've been feeling different lately. You're awakening. Your spirit is rising. The things that used to break you no longer have the same power. The things that once drained you no longer define you. You've stepped into a higher vibration, one of peace, clarity, and purpose. Heaven is rejoicing right now because you didn't give up in the darkness. You didn't let bitterness win. You didn't let despair drown you. Instead, you chose to keep walking, one step at a time, one prayer at a time, one tear at a time. And now, the winds of transformation are blowing. God is saying, "I'm restoring everything you lost, and more." You thought it was over, but it's just beginning. You thought you'd been broken, but you've actually been blessed. You thought it was rejection, but it was redirection towards something far greater. This is your rebirth season. The same struggle that tried to destroy you has now made you unstoppable. The same pain that made you weep has now made you wise. The same storm that drenched you is now watering your harvest. Do you feel it? The shift? The peace that's slowly replacing the pain? That's not coincidence. That's divine renewal. God is breathing new life into you. He's reviving your purpose, your passion, your joy. You see, chosen one, before God blesses you, He transforms you. Because the blessing must match your new identity. The person you've become through pain is the one who can handle what's coming next. You prayed for peace, and now you understand that peace isn't found in perfect circumstances. It's found in trusting God no matter what happens. You prayed for strength, and now you know that strength isn't the absence of struggle. It's the power to keep going in spite of it. You prayed for faith, and now you realize that faith isn't just believing when it's easy. It's believing even when it hurts. This transformation didn't come cheap. It cost you sleepless nights, broken hearts, and silent battles, but it was worth it. Because now, you carry something eternal within you, the fire of divine endurance. God says, "I had to break you to bless you. I had to empty your hands so I could fill them with something better. I had to take away what you thought you needed to show you that I am all you ever needed." And now, the same God who watched you cry is about to watch you shine. The same heaven that saw you crawl through pain is about to celebrate your rise. Angels are gathering. Heaven is preparing your stage. You've entered the transformation phase where your scars are becoming symbols of survival. Your wounds are turning into wisdom. And your story is becoming a living sermon that will touch countless souls. God will use your journey to heal others. Your pain will give others hope. Your endurance will awaken faith in those who've lost it. You will become a voice for the broken, a light for the lost, a messenger of mercy for those who feel forgotten. Because that's what chosen ones do. They take their suffering and turn it into service. They take their heartbreak and turn it into healing. They take their loneliness and turn it into love. So, don't be afraid of the new you that's emerging. You're not losing yourself, you're finding your truest self. The one God designed before the world even began. The one who walks by faith, not by fear. The one who carries divine fire within. And remember this, transformation often happens quietly. You may not even notice it at first, but the people around you will. They'll say, "Something's different about you." And you'll smile and know, it's God's glory shining through. You are no longer defined by your past. You are refined by it. You are no longer the victim of your circumstances. You are the victor through Christ. The old you is gone. The new you has risen. And with this transformation comes divine acceleration. The things that once took years will now happen suddenly. The blessings that were delayed will now flow easily. The opportunities that were hidden will now appear clearly. God says, "Because you endured, I will exalt you. Because you trusted, I will reward you. Because you stayed faithful, I will make your name known in places you never imagined." The same heaven that saw your pain in private is about to celebrate your promotion in public. The same ground that held your tears will soon witness your triumph. Oh yes, chosen one, this is the turnaround season. You're stepping out of the storm and into the sunlight of divine favor. You're stepping out of waiting and into winning. You're stepping out of struggle and into your story's greatest chapter yet. The chains that held you are breaking. The fear that haunted you is fading. The confusion that surrounded you is clearing. You're being lifted by grace, by faith, by divine love. So walk boldly now. Speak with confidence. Live with purpose. Because you've been transformed, and that transformation has prepared you for your destiny. So listen to me, chosen one, this isn't the end of your story. It's just the beginning of something extraordinary that God is preparing for you. Every tear you cried was seen. Every prayer you whispered in silence was heard. Every night you stayed awake, wondering why life was so hard. God was right there beside you. He never left you. Not even for a single second. You were being molded in the fire. You were being shaped for greatness. You were being prepared for the promise that's about to unfold before your eyes. God says, "My child, your pain was never in vain. Your struggle has meaning. Your journey has purpose. I am using your brokenness to build your strength. I am turning your storm into a testimony. So don't give up now. Don't walk away from your breakthrough just because the process hurts. You are so close. You are standing right on the edge of a miracle. Keep going, because the blessing that's coming will make you forget every bit of pain that you've ever endured. This is your time to rise. This is your moment to shine. You've walked through darkness long enough. Now the light of God is about to burst through your life like never before. So take a deep breath, lift your head high, and say it out loud with faith. God, I trust you. I may not understand it all, but I know you're working behind the scenes for my good. Because when you speak that faith, heaven listens, angels move, and miracles begin to happen. Dizzy, so remember, your struggle is not your punishment, it's your preparation. God didn't bring you this far to leave you here. Something powerful, something divine, something life-changing is on its way to you right now. Fire, keep believing, keep praying, keep holding on, because your story is about to change forever. And if this message touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who's fighting their own battle today. Let them know God hasn't forgotten them either. Type, "I trust you, God," in the comments if you believe your breakthrough is coming. And remember, you are chosen, you are loved, and your struggle has a divine purpose. Until next time, keep your faith strong, your heart open, and your spirit unshakable. Because God's not done with you yet. The best chapter of your life is still being written. This is your season of victory, and nothing can stop what God has planned for you.